Today, as part of the Innov8 Talk series at IIJS Tritiya 2025, it is my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, a true leader in the world of luxury and craftsmanship. We are thrilled to have with us Mr. Sandeep Kohli, the CEO of Novel Jewels Limited, the jewelry business of Aditya Birla Group. He joined ABG in 2024, bringing with him over 3 decades of distinguished experience in global consumer businesses across geographies and categories with Unilever, from packaged food to personal care to beauty and wellness. As the jewelry industry continues to evolve, so does the approach to retail and customer experience. In this exciting session, Mr. Sandeep Kohli will delve into the retail leap, exploring the strategic shift and innovations that have redefined the way jewelry is sold, marketed, and experienced by customers. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our very own esteemed moderator for today's session, Mr. Neerav Bansali. He is the CEO of Prism Jewelry, a distinguished member of GJEPC, and also the convener of national exhibitions. He has been instrumental in spearheading the growth of IIJS, pushing for greener, more sustainable practices, and striving to make IIJS bigger, better, and more impactful. May I now request Mr. Sandeep Kohli and Mr. Neerav Bansali to please join us on stage.
Hi, Sandeep.
Hi.
Thank you so much for accepting to be a part of this event. I think a lot of people are looking forward to it, and everybody wants to hear from you.
No, on behalf of Indriya, Aditya Birla Jewelry, it's my privilege. And thank you so much for inviting us. We are the young babies, so it's always good to be part of this kind of organization and event.
So let's try to keep this little light, not to focus too much on business. We'll try to keep it a little more entertaining, and still we would like to know more about you, yourself, company, Indriya as such. So we'll start?
Yeah, sure.
So you have transitioned from promoting FMCG products at HUL, and now you have moved to the dazzling world of gems and jewelry at Indriya. How has the sparkle of the jewelry world changed your perspective on business, life, and yourself?
So, you know, any category that I get into or any industry, so in being part of Hindustan Lever, I dealt with many categories and different kind of jobs. And my philosophy in life are that you can do well and make an impact, or I can do well and make an impact if I do 2 things. One is I learn grounds up, and the second is I must find a way to immerse myself and have fun doing what I do. So as an example, when I got into the foods category, I learned how to cook. I had never been to a kitchen before that, unfortunately. So I actually took training as a chef on how to cook. And then I started cooking. I started enjoying cooking. And then I was handling this category of atta and namak. And I'd never cooked a parantha or a chapati ever in my life. I actually went to people's homes to see how different people in different parts of India, how they cooked and how they cooked the paranthas, etc. And my paranthas are good now, I can say that.
Oh.
So similarly, I think in jewelry, I approached it with the same mindset when I came in. So I always tell my team that I'm a management trainee and a CEO at the same time on the same day, depending on which meeting I'm in. So even in jewelry, I spent a lot of time with the help of a very experienced team that we have within Aditya Birla, who took me around to various places to understand how jewelry is made, speaking to many consumers to understand what is their motivation of buying jewelry, reading a lot, visiting even your unit to see, and thank you for the time you spent with me, teaching me. So that way I've been having a lot of fun. And by the way, this year has been a steep learning curve for all of us because there have been many events that have happened in the jewelry industry, starting with the custom duty drop to now the gold rate going through the roof, if I may call it, including a bit more buzz around natural diamonds and non-natural diamonds, etc., and a lot of activity in the retail jewelry sector. So it's been a lot of fun.
Great. So who is a better cook at home?
Sorry?
Who is a better cook?
Who's a No, there is always only one answer to that. For whatever that is. No, but really, my wife cooks very well. I learn from her also.
So since you said that you have gone through so many industries and so many things and everywhere you are learning, anything that caught you off guard in this industry, which you thought that's very different or something that you weren't expecting and it's like more challenging or something that is...
See, something that there were two things which really caught my attention. One thing that caught my attention is the love that people who wear jewelry and buy jewelry, the love that they have for jewelry. It's like, you know, people who are into collecting stamps or in the past, or people who are into buying cars. It's a passion.
Correct.
It's not just another piece of adornment. So it is a piece, it's a category which of course you buy as a combination of investment and beauty, but it's a category very different from others, which you are very passionate about. So that passion and love that people have for this category is something that delights me actually. I have to say that whenever I, let's say, go out somewhere and whether it's with my friends or relatives and I say I've started a new profession, so they said, "Abhi pehle to aata bech rahe the, ab kya bech rahe ho?" And then I say jewelry. I can see the delight in their eyes and they want to talk about it, you know. So it's a category which people are passionate about and want to talk about. So that is one thing that surprised me. I think the other thing which I am in great admiration for is all the jewelry manufacturing that takes place in India. Because for me, when I have visited many of the jewelry manufacturing units, including yours, what I see is how everyone has really adopted technology and the latest technology from various parts of the world. So you've constructed the jigsaw puzzle, the vendor partners have constructed the jigsaw puzzle very well, which is what are the designs which are liked, what is the craftsmanship that people like, what are the trends that are there in the industry, what is the latest technology that is there in India and not there in India, and how can we use technology and even AI to make our things, to make our industry better, faster, more efficient. I think probably the jewelry, gems and jewelry industry would be one of those which is on the forefront of combining all this in India, which is why it's not surprising that we are amongst the leaders globally.
I think you have observed it pretty well. And really everybody's eyes light up when they are when you talk of jewelry. We are into a business of spreading happiness actually. So it's actually a very nice endeavor. But not only the consumers, even the people around are very passionate about what they are doing.
Correct.
I think the manufacturers, the retailers, everybody who doing the business. Yes. Somehow we are just very happy and we're passionate about the business that we are doing. Coming back to your HUL days, one thing that you miss in this industry, that you really enjoyed over there, or you loved, or you are really, ye ek hota to maza aata.
You know, I'm the kind of person who doesn't miss anything from the past, and I'm totally immersed in what is happening now. But listen, Hindustan Lever was an absolutely fantastic experience. I am who I am. My family is who they are. I'm the professional that I am and the person that I am because of the training and the experiences and the mentorship that I got in Hindustan Lever. So I would say, yeah, I think if there's one thing that I miss about Unilever or Hindustan Lever are the various friends whom I made or relationships that I created.
That's true.
Whom on a normal day I would be speaking to, you know, very often. But now because I'm busy here and they are busy there, so it's more a flurry of WhatsApps that happen rather than a conversation. Right. So I miss that.
Those relationships, I think, something that you learned at Hindustan Lever and now you have carried it forward to this industry as a practice in your company. You have introduced that you have learned over there. Anything that you can?
I think there are two things, two C's as I call them. One is certainly the first C being, three C's actually. The first C is consumer centricity. So it's very important to always have the consumer in front. I think a lot of times, especially as industries, we get lost in the back end a bit more than thinking about the consumer and why we are doing what we are doing. And it's the end-to-end experience that the consumer has from the time of buying to the point time that she has, let's say, last worn the earring, is the experience you want to delight her with. So I think that is something that I learned in Hindustan Lever, which definitely me and my team discussed that how we can bring it forward here. The second C is cost consciousness or efficiency. I think that is really important when you are, especially for people like us, when we are creating a business model, that we got to get that right so that there is no wastage in the system that happens. And the last C, I think, is care, which is care for within the teams that you're working with, within the partners that you're working with. Because if you don't have that last C, then the first two C's don't really matter and make an impact.
Wow, so now we have over and above the 5 C's, we have 3 more C's. You have learned the business pretty fast. So if you were sitting with the younger people over here, one piece of advice or something that you would want to share with them?
See, I think one thing that definitely which has made a big impact in how I view the world and what has made me a better version of myself is to work outside India for some time. Because when you work outside India and you see India, you see many parts of India which you don't otherwise notice because you take it for granted. So that is something that I would definitely say, whether work outside or live outside India and get that outside-in perspective. So maybe there are other ways of getting an outside-in perspective, but get an outside-in perspective. That would be one thing that I would definitely say. And the second thing is I would say that fall in love with whatever you're doing. So if you're not in love with what you're doing, you will not be able to give your best and you will not delight people around you.
Very true. What does a normal day look like in your life? Now let's coming to a little personal.
Getting WhatsApp message from Nirav, answering them. No, a normal day in my life is actually, how should I describe it? It's been actually the last 1 year has been pretty exciting. I don't think 1 week has been similar to the past week because I have to say that in the last 1 year, I've been quite immersed in the new job, in building Indriya as a brand and the Aditya Birla jewelry business. So that has taken most of my time, and happily so. So I'm very happy doing that. My wife tells me I've never seen you so energized, like I'm seeing you now for quite a few years, and that's because I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. So no 1 week has been same as the other. So it's very difficult to describe that because we moved countries, then we moved into a new home, then we set up home. So it's been all very different. So I don't think there is a normal day, and that's good.
And your wife is also enjoying Bombay? She's liking it?
Yes, we've lived in Bombay earlier. So we have a lot of friends and family, of course, here. So she is, delighted that we're here.
Great. Now, if you were given Aladdin's lamp and you could make one wish and you could get anyone as a dinner guest, who is the one person that you would want from the entire world?
You mean besides yourself?
You have been very kind.
Actually, I'd like two. And the two people would be my two sons, because they don't live with us. They are living outside the country. So for me, it's would be a delight
No, you can't
to
get
have
away
them
with
both
that name.
for dinner.
No, you can't get away with that. That anyways you will get sometimes. We want to know who else. anybody, any celebrity, Hollywood, Bollywood, some politician, some leader somewhere whom you admire or you would love to meet, somebody.
Actually, somebody whom I'd love to meet and I've not met till now, though I don't know whether I'd like to meet the person over dinner, would be Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. So I've never met him. I met few other celebrities, but never met him. Maybe not over dinner, but more over a cup of coffee or something. Would love to meet him.
Yeah, he's everybody's dream. I just happened to be at one of the KBC shooting, and we were in the audience. Right. And he came and he shot the entire episode without a cut, without a retake, in one go. And the energy and his voice, and then when he says, "मैं अमिताभ बच्चन बोल रहा हूँ," and it's so mesmerizing. So I think, yeah.
See, anytime I see him, I guess I connect. I want to meet him or whatever. As I connect with his philosophy or whatever he does, he seems to be totally into it, and seems to give his best.
Correct.
So like the way he has done KBC, nobody else has.
Yeah, yeah.
The way he has played some roles of angry young men, etc., nobody else has. So wherever he goes, whenever he, at his age also, when he is dancing on stage, nobody else can. So it's absolutely fabulous to
And
see.
I understand that even at this age, he's a very committed actor. He's very on time, and he follows the rules and everything to the T, even at this level. I think there's a lot to learn from him, even though we admire him and so much on the screen.
No, I said two people was my two sons. Yeah.
What is one thing that you value most in a friendship?
I think being authentic and truthful, and no playing of games. I think that is something that I value the most. So all my friends are good friends, are people we can. I'm sure it must be for all of you. We can say anything to each other without worrying what the reaction from the other side will be.
Okay. Now we'll do a little fast round with you. Next two rounds.
This was not fast.
No, this was. Now you don't have to think. You have to just answer. So, one business leader who inspires you.
Okay, so there have been many, but and I'm not saying this with any biasness. I must say it is for sure Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, because I've never seen such a big business leader at such close quarters and worked at such close quarters with any big business leader. And he's an absolutely amazing human being, gentleman, business person, and a person with a lot of foresight. And at the same time, having a sense of aesthetic, which I think everybody in our team is totally surprised by every time we meet him.
But even when he came to the show the other time, the way he was looking at jewelry, the questions that he was asking, it was like at this level when you all are running the company, but he is, I think, fully involved with this business and knows everything that's going on around the industry.
That's right. All the jewelry collections that we launch, even some of the stores that we have launched, he's come to the stores and he's given us feedback of what is good, what could be better, with a real eye for detail and aestheticness. So that's great.
Anything else, since you mentioned him? Something that really catches you when you are with him, or really, because when he had come to the stall and he was at my booth, and the way it was, you feel really in awe to even talk to him. You're like, wow, he's standing in front of you, Mr. KMB is there. So how is it for you all, and something that...
He is, meaning something which I have personally felt is that he's very approachable. I mean, you can WhatsApp him. He's very, very approachable. And he is very humble. When you think of, he's Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, Padma Shri awardee, Aditya Birla Group, and there are so many other groups that exist in India. If I didn't know who he was and I met him on the street, I would never have thought that he's a person with that legacy.
Which is your favorite gemstone in the jewelry? Now you have known a lot of gemstones with the...
Now you are really testing. I think, so I wouldn't call it a gemstone, but there is something about Polki jewelry which really gets at me and gets to me. I just love it, and I loved it when I went to Jaipur and I saw how it was also being curated and made, and so I think Polki jewelry is something which I really like.
One app apart from WhatsApp that you are using very often?
Um, so, yeah, I use WhatsApp very often. Uh, I like to, when I travel on the plane, I don't like to read documents. I like to uh, play games. So I like word games.
Oh, yeah.
So my favorite apps on word games are Crossword and Scrabble. So I really like them a
Oh,
lot.
wow. Movies or books?
Movies,
Mountains or beaches?
mountains,
Spicy food or sweet treats?
spicy,
What is your go-to comfort food?
a kathi kebab.
Your favorite heroine? Don't tell me Aditi.
No, I have to say, I'll say Madhuri Dixit,
One food you'd never try?
which I'll never try. Actually, I am a big foodie in that sense. So if I don't know what it is, no matter how exotic it is, I don't mind trying it. And I've tried, having worked in China and elsewhere, I've tried
You
a
have
lot of exotic
You have
foods.
spent a life at a lot of places.
Yes, that's
so-
right.
Early morning meetings or late night brainstorming?
Depends on the topic.
Anyways, now we are coming to the close of the session. Here I just need one word from you, and you have less than 3 seconds to answer. What comes to your mind when I say these words? Gold,
Dil abhi bhara nahi.
natural diamonds,
Sparkle.
IIJS,
Scale.
jewelry,
Love.
lab-grown diamonds, colored gemstones,
Immersive.
GJEPC,
Fabulous. I
Thank
can't
you.
think of any other adjective, but let me talk about that a bit. I think GJEPC, like I said, I think that the industry is what it is and the vendors are what they are, because I think we have forums like these where you connect the industry from all ends, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. I think the scale that you have brought into everything that you do is wonderful. I think it helps build trust in an industry which can be easily mistrusted with one or two bad articles. I think it's important that my wish would be that you should continue to build on that, learning from parallel industries to see what we can do to create more uniformity in terms of judgment, design, and even get more and more technology in. So
Thank you.
thank
You have been very kind, and we have had a great session. Something that you want to, a message that you want to give our audience?
No, I think the only thing, so firstly, thank you for calling me. This was good fun. And thanks for patient listening of everyone. Hope you enjoyed the questions as well as the answers. Want to thank you for patiently listening, and just want to say that for me, it's this industry is absolutely fabulous. It contributes to 7%, 6 to 7% of India's GDP, and the responsibilities on our shoulders to make sure that we make the contribution that it should in the growth rate that the GDP of India should have. Thank you.
Thank you. And industry is also looking forward to the growth of Indriya and the way it has come and the way it is really impacting the retail industry and growing this industry and the growth of GDP. So thank you very much from all of us
Thank
here
you.
at the industry, GJAPC, everybody here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Nirav.
Thank you so much.
As a token of our appreciation, we request Mr. Neeru Bansali to please present Mr. Sandeep Kohli with this book. Thank you for your wonderful insights and the wonderful session. I request you all to please stay a little longer since our next session is going to start in a few minutes. Thank you.